sync, play,
No.
whatever.
Well, you weren't supposed to say it at the same time. Whatever, who cares? Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to the worst idea I've ever had. I'm Flarp. I'm going to play through every single Mario RPG, starting with this one.
Because apparently the worst idea ever had is to play through a series of decently fun video games.
No, yeah, they're all fun. It's just, there's a lot of them. That's a large undertaking.
Most of them are fun.
Most of them, yes. But at least this one is fairly short. This is Super Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo.
I don't think that any of them are all that long.
Oh, no. The Paper Mario ones are pretty long.
Not even... I'd say Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, and maybe Super Paper Mario, but the first Paper Mario is not that long.
It's still longer than this game. This game honestly just kind of has a long chunk toward the end that drags, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Emily, or MSW, which Flarp will probably be calling me, and,
I'll probably go back and forth, honestly.
Okay. And, yeah, I like Super Mario RPG a bunch, I don't know.
It's not a bad game. It's just, you can tell it's aged a bit compared to the other Mario RPGs that came after it. Like, Paper Mario kind of refined the whole timed hit system that is present in this game.
Yeah, shit, I have not played this in almost 10 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while since I did my last full playthrough of the game as well. Like, it was somewhat recent. It was still a few years ago.
Did you record the whole opening?
Yeah, I did, because why not? It's not a bad opening.
When does this scene happen?
It doesn't. That's the joke. There's a couple of things that happen in the intro that don't happen anywhere else. Like this. This is entirely the wrong background.
What the? Why is he on a ship?
I don't know. But yeah, this opening just plays when you start up the game. You can skip it, it's just, I figure why not just leave it in. And I like the music, also.
I have never actually seen this, I don't think.
So it's a new experience for you.
Yeah. I love the, like, reality TV show opening, like, little name tags when it, like, does a little spotlight.
Yeah. The one thing I like about the Mario RPGs is that they don't take themselves too seriously. Because, it's an RPG series based on Mario, of all things.
That would certainly be something. I think the most serious any of them get is probably Thousand Year Door.
Oh yeah, Thousand Year Door gets pretty dark, honestly. Although, I would say that, like, some of the other games also get kind of dark. Like, Dream Team, I remember actually getting a bit dark at the end.
Does it?
A little bit. Bowser kind of goes a little bit overboard, I would say, in that game. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
I could not finish that game.
I don't blame you, honestly. But we're getting ahead again.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like,
I think this
intro is getting way ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no context for any of this, so this is just kind of weird. Also, yeah, the game calls Peach Toadstool in this game.
Even though they were already calling her Peach by this point.
Yes and no. Super Mario 64 hadn't... I don't actually know when Super Mario 64 came out, because I know that this game came out just around the time as the N64 was launching. Not too long before, I think.
Super Mario 64 came out in, like, I want to say, like, October or November of 1996. But even before this, that Yoshi's Safari game called her Peach.
Oh, yeah, Yoshi's Safari is a game I keep forgetting about. Real quick note, by the way, I just named the file Wally. That is a fucking old in-joke kind of thing. I don't think you're aware of it. If I'm not mistaken, you came along a while after this happened, but like...
Yeah, I came around in 2007.
Okay,
so
yeah, this happened,
that was
like...
a couple years before my time.
So, people who were around in the GameFAQs era, I wasn't here when this happened, but I learned about it pretty quickly. There was, so the community, obviously, goes back at least to, like, 2004, I think. And back then it was mostly... no, it was 04. I'm pretty sure it was 04. And there was something that happened on the Thousand Year Door board on GameFAQs called Hurricane Wally, which was basically just one of the moderators cleaning up all of the things only, like, tangentially related to the game Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I had a control issue, by the way, right here.
Well, that...
I had to fix my controls mid-recording.
Oh, first fight of the game. I see that you've chosen to take part in these battles that don't give you anything.
Yeah, I just wanted to do that to just... This was just a warm-up for me to make sure that I remembered how the action commands worked. You see, I fucked up the guard on this terrapin.
Well, they do 1 damage, so it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter that much.
Fun fact, these guys actually have little, like, thoughts that come from an ability that we do not even get until later.
I mean, it's also an ability I am never going to actually use. One of our party members gets an ability called Psychopath. It allows you to see the enemy HP, I think their weaknesses, and a little thought bubble, which usually doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and even though you cannot actually ever see the thought bubble for these guys because they're too early in the game, they still have one that just says, "Yo, what's going on?" I guess that they were saving their creativity for thought bubbles that could actually be noticed.
It sounds to me, honestly, like these guys are just kind of like on a casual friend level of relationship with Mario. It's like, oh, he's come down to store the castle again. Yo, what's up, Mario? You want to come join our poker club eventually?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I could not even, like, imagine why, like, they would even bother showing up to work if Mario was coming.
I don't know. I mean, they got face rolled anyway. Also, they're called terrapins for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like Koopa soldiers or something in the Japanese one.
Yeah, but here's a fun fact. This game, Ted Woolsey worked on it, so there's going to be some weird translations.
Also, I don't quite know how you do it, but apparently Peach is actually able to... Well, Toadstool is actually able to be attacked, but, like, her target is disabled for the fight, but you can kill her. It just screws up the game a little bit.
Yeah, if I had any way of showing that off, like, I probably would, but maybe if I... I don't think I'm gonna be doing that, honestly.
I mean, there are videos out there.
By the way, this remix of the Mario 3 final boss music is kickin', and it was also the first version of the theme that I heard.
That's where... it's been bugging me where it's from.
Yeah, I absolutely love this theme. It's short and sweet, and you only hear it at this point in the game.
If you actually try to fight Bowser there, he has 320 EHP, and for some reason, he is immune to, like, a bunch of status effects, even though you can't use any at this point.
Refresh my memory, how's his resistance to jump? Because I didn't use it at any point, but Mario does have a special attack called Jump, and Jump is its own element in this game.
Yeah, he's not weak nor strong to it, but what's weird is there are enemies in this game which resist critical hits. Like, they'll take less damage if you crit them.
I don't even know, like, what that means in the context of Mario RPG. Does that mean, like, if you get the timed hit? Or...
no, it's like, sometimes if you get the timed hit right, it'll do more damage than usual, even for a timed hit, and that's like a critical hit. But for some reason, that random chance is sometimes resisted by some enemies, so it might do less damage than it normally would.
Wow, that's really shitty. I didn't actually know that was a thing. Also, a sword just came out of the sky and stabbed Bowser's Keep.
Yeah, kind of the elephant in the room there. It's also, like, twice as tall as his keep, which...
Who makes a sword that size? Like,
God.
who can
Well, who
wield
sticks a
that?
face on a sword?
I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of examples of swords with minds of their own in pop culture, right?
I guess?
This is a good moment, by the way. What's coming up?
So, does Toad just have nothing better to do?
Apparently not. Just why is he at Mario's house? Who knows?
Why does Mario have a warp pipe in his ceiling?
He's a plumber.
But, like...
Toad just does not even hold back on the sass.
I mean, I'm a cashier. I don't have a cash register out of my roof.
Oh, fuck this. I'm going back to bed.
Cute. I remember not knowing what to do for a little bit here, because I didn't know it wasn't a cutscene anymore when you jump off the wall.
Yeah, also I forgot to talk to Toad, so I went back to the world map by accident.
Oops.
I forgot that you had to do that. I thought I could just go straight to Vista Hill.
No,
and this cutscene, I accidentally kind of... Mario's just talking with his back to Toad. Or something. And Toad insists that I need to save, even though nothing is going to happen.
I mean, at least he's teaching you how to save, because it's like... I think this might be the... Is this the first Mario game where you actually have to do something to save it, as opposed to, like, just saving when it finishes a level, or no save function at all?
Well, I mean, Mario World, you had to clear a castle or a ghost house in order to save the game, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, aside from that... Anyway, say hi to Exor. This is this guy's name. Here's a fun fact. In promotional material, people accidentally named him called him Smithy. Smithy is a completely different character. This guy's part of the Smithy gang, but he's not Smithy.
So, is Exor the mouth down there, or is he the eyes on the hilt?
He's the entire sword.
So he has, like, 4 eyes.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just the face on the hilt, like not the pommel of the blade. It's probably just the face on the hilt. That's what he is. Toad's disappeared. No, actually, he's in Mario's house for whatever reason. Apparently, Mario doesn't lock his own door.
Toad, what?
Also, apparently Luigi lives on his own somewhere in this game because there's not another bed.
Well, I mean, Luigi doesn't even, like, exist in this game, basically.
Technically, but I've heard theories that there is a certain NPC that doesn't have a sprite that is theorized to be Luigi.
Oh, so maybe they just forgot to give him a body!
Well, I mean, the NPC is weird in the sense that it's like, you can only talk to them when there's no possible way to see them. Also, a tutorial's happening right now that I'm trying to rush through.
But you gotta learn about how to do those timed hits that you were already doing earlier.
No, I know how to do timed hits. See? This is gonna scare off the Goomba.
I love how that scares the Goomba away.
Well, I mean, one timed hit will kill them.
I mean, that didn't scare the Terrapins.
I mean, they're obligated by their job. The Goombas are just kind of doing whatever.
Are the Goombas just his angry neighbors?
I don't know. But they're all over Mushroom Way. And they're a problem. The subject of kicking music, by the way, there's just... really just this entire game's soundtrack. I love the music in Mario RPG. I feel, even with the Super NES sound font, I think it's actually aged pretty well.
What I find kind of interesting in this game is that in, like, every other Mario RPG, the Goombas either head bonk you or ram you, but these guys bite you.
They bite you, or sometimes they'll also, like, shoot a spike at you for whatever reason. This next Goomba's about to do that. I don't know why. It looked
like he spat a tooth at you.
Yeah, I don't know. It just gets a spike out of nowhere. It could be one of his teeth. That's like the only spike on a Goomba's body.
Except for a spiked Goomba.
Anyway, I'm just going to mention, by the way, the only time that I'm ever going to be leaving fights in is when something new happens in them, something relevant. We've seen all of the tricks that Goombas have to perform after this fight. They sometimes drop that, like, power flower or whatever, that's what I call them anyway. And they just instantly restore your health, so there is basically no danger of a game over on Mushroom Way, even though you are unarmed without armor and only have one party member.
Well, I mean, that's just so your little brother doesn't get too sad too fast when you let him play, when he won't leave you alone.
Yeah. Anyway, Sky Troopas are called Sky Troopas instead of Koopa Paratroopers because, they resist physical attacks pretty damn well, but they are super weak to jump.
You know what's weird? The Goombas aren't weak to jump.
Well, they're also the weakest enemy in the game.
Like, they do have a weakness, though. They're weak to fire.
Fire, of all things.
I guess because Fire Mario, I don't know, but, like, why wouldn't they be weak to jump? It's, like, the only notable characteristic about them is that they get flattened when you jump on them.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're getting the level up system.
Here's the min-maxing for ya.
Yeah. What you can do is you can check to see how much of a boost you're getting, and typically the rule is that if you really want to get the most out of every level up, you're going to want to pick whichever stat it has more than a 1 increase. For HP, I think it's like more than like a 3 increase. Generally.
And if you donate to our Patreon, Flarp will put all of his points into one stat.
Implying I have a Patreon. No one's gonna pay me to do this shit. That Goomba's rude, by the way.
Oh no. Not a rude Goomba, like the ones that always are trying to kill Mario anyway.
Anyway, I left this battle in to show after the level up, you can actually just kill Sky Troopas with one attack, so you don't even need to jump them anymore.
I mean, you didn't need to jump them before.
No, but they took 2 attacks, so jump was more optimal.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be doing this every now and again, by the way, just standing on random shit and getting nothing, because there are hidden blocks in this game.
Hidden blocks?
It's part of a side quest. Just invisible blocks. Anyway, we have a new enemy. They're Spikies, not Spinies, Spikies.
Yeah, it's not even, wait. What is that sound effect from?
I think it's a variant of the spin jump noise from Mario World.
Yes, that's it. For some reason, just because of the animation, I thought it was like a Sonic sound effect.
I mean, it kind of does a Sonic anyway. Because,
yeah, these are actually different from Spinies, apparently.
Yeah,
Look,
although the Lakitu will drop them like Spinies, but they're Spikies. So go figure. Also, the Sky Troopers are so slow that you can actually get in 2 rounds before they're able to. I left that fight in just to show, yeah, this game actually does mix up enemy variety. It hadn't been doing that up to this point.
But Flarp, what might happen if you tried to jump on an enemy with spikes on it?
Nothing. Not in this game, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, it takes me a while for me to realize the game's out of a cutscene.
I feel like this game
the camera
does
doesn't
that a lot.
The camera doesn't pan back there, so I got confused.
Where did the second one come from?
It's an RPG.
But, like, I know that they usually do that for the random encounters, but I feel like you don't see that much in bosses.
Yeah, sometimes you see it in bosses, just not all the time. In this game, it does it not very often, honestly. After you kill one of the Hammer Bros, the other one, it casts Valor up, which is not indicative of what it does at all. It actually is a defense bonus. There's another buff also in the game called Vigor Up, which is an attack bonus. It's kind of... Without knowing that beforehand, it's kind of hard to tell which is which.
I'm gonna be honest, the first time I played this, I was not very good at pretty much anything, so I almost wiped to these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I was playing pretty dangerous, because, like, if I messed up any of those guards, I would have died right there. Also, I did not need to heal, as it turned out.
And now you get some amount of money.
Yeah, it just rains coins, and that's just indicative of the boss just dropped a shit ton of coins, have fun. What the amount is varies from boss to boss. It is a very nice and satisfying effect, though, for when you kill a boss.
You successfully slain an enemy, now take their stuff.
That's how it works. That's always how it works. Anyway, that hammer is actually Mario's first weapon. Flower tabs and flower jars I tend to save before boss fights. I just tend to chug them right then and there because I don't end up using flower points very often outside of boss fights. That's just kind of how I play the game.